Welcome to the 3BW podcast. I'm Lisa, joined today by Sherry
Yay. Hey, guys.
and Christina.
Hello.
Today marks the launch of our first podcast episode. Yay! Hey, ladies. So, what's going on?
Well, we're also launching our website at 3bwunfilteredpodcast.com, and we would love for you guys to come and share your story. Here at Share Your Story, we are looking for women of all walks of life to connect with each other, share your diverse experiences. Come join us in our judgment-free zone. Every story posted, every image shared, every vulnerability expressed is met with compassion, understanding, and genuine support. So we really want to cultivate a community of love for women, and we would love for you guys to come on there and share your stories with us.
Yay!
I agree. And I, Sherry, also want you guys to stay tuned to the end of our podcast where we will talk about our April giveaway.
So, ladies, it is, well, actually, March is now over with, so it was Women's Month, right?
Yeah,
It was
whole month of
actually
March.
International Women's Day.
Yay for all our
Month or
beautiful
day?
women.
I guess it says day.
For March? I
Yeah.
thought it was the whole month.
Maybe it was a whole month.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a whole month. We can't do a day. That don't even sound right.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But I am at that age now. I get to go to do my first mammogram.
Yay.
Wow.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, it's going to be where's Waldo? Because basically, I'm going, but they're going to have to find the breast.
Girl, you is crazy.
So I told my doctor clearly, after 3 kids and a husband all sucking on my breast,
Oh my God! Really?
I don't have any breast. I just have nipples. And I told my doctor, I don't need an ultrasound because if I have a bump or a lump, that bitch is staying. Because I can actually put on the bra that fits. I will coddle it, take care of. No, but seriously, it's serious.
But seriously though, but how are they gonna do that with you?
Well, she told me they could do ultrasounds, but she said let them make that decision. I was like, no, I need to make that decision.
Don't worry. They're going to make that decision. You ain't got to worry.
I mean, so if she doesn't have enough breast tissue,
Yeah. Yeah.
then what do they do?
Ultrasounds.
Nurse?
They do ultrasounds.
Okay.
That's what she's going to do because she has nothing to put
So it's going to
up
be like
there.
an ultrasound going over ribs. And then I get to walk out with my head down and my dignity gone because
Oh my God.
I guarantee you it's going to be a male giving me the ultrasound.
No, I've never had
No,
one
I've
done
had-
by a male. It's
yeah.
always been female.
Me too.
Really?
And
Yeah.
I've had ultrasound for my breast too, and it was a female.
Yeah.
So I get to look at breasts while she's looking for my breasts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, I don't know that you were looking at breasts, but
Stupid question. Going to a women's center for an ultrasound. I don't think I've ever seen men working there. Do men work in a women's center?
I'm sure they do. Why wouldn't they?
Well,
Mine
I've
times I
never
attend, he's a
seen-
doctor.
Well, outside of the doctors, like nurses. I've
Yeah.
had 3 ultrasounds. I've never had a. It's
Yeah.
always been a female.
Yeah. I think men like to stay away from the boobs.
Seriously?
That's like a
I don't believe
that's a
that.
free look.
Oh, okay. I'm just playing.
If I was a male, that's my occupation.
That or what? OBGYN?
I don't know about that one.
You have to see the babies coming. I don't know about that.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
Well,
good job,
Christina, good luck with that.
Yeah, so,
I mean, even if it's an ultrasound, at least you're getting it done.
Exactly. You have to do it again for what, 2 years? I don't even know.
I think you have to have
yearly?
breast tissue. I think it's like every 5 years. But if you don't
Oh.
have breast tissue, I think you just come back every 20.
Yeah, lying.
That's
Making
my
that up.
philosophy. That's my philosophy.
And it depends on your results, how often you have to come back. So,
That's true. Because when
Yeah.
I did mine, I had to do ultrasound. That's because they had found some kind of weird looking tissue, or they felt it. So then I had to do a whole thing. I even had to do a breast biopsy.
Oh, really?
really?
Yeah, I did. I had to do a breast biopsy, but everything came back fine. But still,
So you're just weird on the inside.
yeah, basically. Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's a good thing you don't have any jewelry there.
So,
Oh my god.
yeah, I wonder how that works, Lisa. Would you like to enlighten us?
Yeah, don't
You know what? I thought I might have had to take them off, but no, they can do ultrasounds, mammograms. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the mammogram.
Mammograms with jewelry there. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
That is
yeah.
definitely something I never thought about because, we don't have jewelry there. But
Yeah.
but it is, I'm sure
Yeah.
there are some of our listeners, they're probably just like you.
Yes.
And so maybe they, good job.
Too bad for you. But
wow.
okay, so are we ready to start our topic?
Yes, what are we going to talk about today? What is on the mind?
We have chosen a theme that we believe is both reflective and instructive. Advice to my 21-year-old self. This topic was selected because reflecting on our past experiences and sharing the lessons we have learned can provide valuable insights for others. At any age, individuals are navigating the complexities of life, making critical decisions, and, charting their own paths. By discussing our personal journeys and the wisdom we have gained, we want to offer guidance and support to those who are navigating their own paths in life. Furthermore, this topic allows us to connect more profoundly with our audience by sharing stories that are not only relatable but informative. Each of us has had unique experiences that have shaped our identities. And by reflecting on these moments, we hope to provide a sense of solidarity and understanding to our listeners. So, let us begin our discussion on advice to my 21-year-old self. What wisdom would we impart to our younger selves if given the opportunity? Question number one. Question number two. What lessons have we learned that could have made a significant impact during our early adulthood? Ladies, which one of y'all want to start us off?
Me. I'll start. I'll start.
You
Oh,
better be good then.
well, it's not really all that good. So, thinking of my life, okay, I was 19 years old and I had my first child. That's already a first mistake for me. I shouldn't have been 19 years old with a child, but I was. So, if I was to go back to my 19/21-year-old self, I tell myself, girl,
The pull-out game's weak.
yes, and don't trust it. So, honestly, I know that I made mistakes, and I would tell myself that mistakes are okay because you know what? Life is full of mistakes. If I don't learn from them, then they're not worth the mistakes. So, granted, I was pregnant and I had a baby at a young age. I would just tell myself, even though I have all these circumstances, I can still do better. And I did. It took me some while. I've had even more kids, but I came out on top because I am a nurse and I make pretty good money and I could take care of my kids.
I have to say, okay, yeah, you were 19 when you had Isaiah, but you were in college.
I was.
You did not let that keep you from obtaining your degree, your goals. They were still there. You were still working towards those goals. So, yeah, you had a child at 19.
Yeah.
However, you didn't let that stop
I
you.
didn't. I did not let, but you know what? There are so many women out there that do. So I would tell them that, hey, and I'm not even saying that getting pregnant is a mistake, but I know it is something that you did not want to do, but it does not define you, and that you can just keep going in the direction that you originally planned. You just got to push for it.
Yeah.
And I had a great support system. My
I was gonna
family
say that. I was
was
gonna pat myself on the back.
awesome. Very much so. I could not have done it without my family because there was one time when my child was sick and was in the hospital for a whole week. I was in school, I was working, and my sister, little one, who was in high school, took out a whole week of school just to be with him at the hospital so that I could go to work.
Aw.
Like, I don't even know what I would have done.
It's a week I can't get back.
No.
But
Really?
But I had a great support system. And that's another thing. If you have a great support system, keep going for your dreams because they are here to help you. That is how you're going to get to where you need to be.
Yeah. And that's what
I
we are
agree.
too for all women. We want to be a great support system because a lot of women need support and they don't have it, and that's why they
Mm-mm.
fall, and it's hard for them to get up.
Mhm.
And a lot of women in your circumstances may not have continued with school.
Yeah.
They would have maybe, due to their
Circumstance.
circumstances, not have, been able to.
Been as lucky. Yeah.
But, one of my points is to stay in school, complete
Yeah.
school, go to college.
Yeah.
Go to college. Education is a powerful tool and it opens up doors and new opportunities.
I agree.
So, and I feel that it also fosters personal growth.
Mm-hmm.
It equips you with knowledge and skills needed to achieve your goals.
Yeah.
And if you have a circumstance or an incident where you feel that you're not able to, as you just said,
Yeah.
use your support system.
Yeah.
Do whatever you can to get that education, even if it's just a 2-year degree.
Yep.
Get that degree.
Or if education is not always for everybody, like there are some people out there that just know school is not for them, which I get. So you just do you. You do what you know is best for you so that you can better yourself to take care of your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
And
you-
if education is not for you, my first point is get a mentorship.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of mentors out there that can help you or guide you into the direction that you want to be in or put you in the vicinity of people that you want to be around.
Mm-hmm.
They can offer personal growth. They can offer skill development, navigating, and they can expand your network. So there's mentorships could be a great thing if school's not for you.
Right.
You know the field you want to be in. So go work for somebody for free and be that best free service you ever had and work your way up from the ground up. There's a will, there's a way.
Well, I have to say my daughter Christina, she had a mentor. She didn't work for him. However, they worked for the same company. And that's how she was able to meet him and have that conversation. And school wasn't for her. College, I should say, wasn't for her. She went to school for a veterinarian
Yeah.
assistant. She did complete that, and then she realized, well, veterinarian assistants, they don't make much money. So I want to go into computers. So then she meets this person, and they give her all of the information that she needs in order to obtain a certification versus having to go to school for
Yeah.
4 years to, be in a particular field. So, and he was her mentor. He broke it down. Take this class, this class in this order. When you're done, you should be able to do this. Once you get into a position where, have a job, let them pay for the rest of it, and you don't have to go to a 4-year college to do this.
That's great.
And, that was just through, a mentorship.
Yep. Free
Yeah.
information, stuff that you
Yeah.
really didn't know. And it starts to, write out your path for you.
Now that you guys say that, I think about Aiden. Aiden had a mentor. And who that mentor was?
Oh, you're just now realizing your son had a mentor.
Yeah,
10
I
years
actually
later.
do. And it
And
was
who was it?
Shanita's husband, Sean.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah.
That's right.
He was. Sean is the reason why I think Aiden is the way that he is.
Yeah.
He really is. He would come here and do things with Sean. And I was questioning Shanita about like, how do you know where to get a mentor and all this other stuff? But I guess it just kind of happens because
Yeah.
You
nobody
didn't
was
realize
looking.
it was
Yeah,
a mentor. Yeah.
I really didn't. But he really looked up to your husband, and your husband put the seeds in him to where he is right now.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to mentors, you can locate them.
Yeah.
A lot of colleges have mentorships. Our job has a webpage, a community webpage where we can go and find mentors. So I think it's just a matter of knowing where to look.
And
because
that's the
they're out
problem.
there.
Like,
Or just
what if you don't
asking.
even know where to look? It's like, what if you have this kid that doesn't even have a job and that could be 21 and is trying to figure out what they're going to do with their life?
Google
About to
is
say
an
that.
amazing place.
But how are they even going to know to Google that?
I mean, they know.
That's the first thing anybody
They do.
does.
I know.
I wake up and say,
right?
should I brush my teeth? Let me ask Google. Like, Google is the shit.
Yes. Everybody goes, yeah. Yeah.
Google says no, but I'm not brushing my teeth.
Whatever.
So, one of my points is take your time and embrace a slower pace. You know, for me, slowing down is essential. You know, I move extra quick with everything.
Yes, you do.
Looking for
You're like lightning speed.
instant gratification for everything versus
Take your time.
considering
enjoy.
you know, what I'm thinking about
That's an
doing.
example. No. Matter of fact, I'll give an example.
Oh Lord.
So she reads the ends of books before starting books.
Right?
Who does that?
Who watches a movie and then Googles the end?
Right? You know what? But no, that's not the same thing.
It's
You
like
want
instant gratification.
No, that's just
don't wanna
not
go
being
through the
able to,
motions.
especially if it's good. I just can't wait till the end of the movie. I got to go and find, I'm still going to watch the movie. I'm still going to read the book. I'm just going to know how it's going to end.
But at that point, there's no
I'm
point.
still going to enjoy it.
There's no point.
I'm still going to enjoy it though.
She wants to know the end, and then she'll go back and look at the steps to get there.
I don't know, but I guess I'm worse now because I wasn't like that at age 21.
Yeah.
But, you know,
You're impatient.
but yeah, whatever. One of my points is just, you know, as far as, you know, being 21 and looking for that instant gratification, you know, I wasn't really thinking about how it impacted me or anyone else or my future, period. It was more of a, hey, I need this now. What do I need to do to get this now? And it only matters what happens now. My future and anything that 2-year, that 5-year, that 10-year plan wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
You know, it was I got to have it now.
Yeah.
This is what I need to do to get it now.
Yeah, at 21, that's
know.
how you are.
And but it was so stressful though.
Yeah.
And you know, as looking back now, I did everything the hard way because I did not think it through. It was I just think 5 minutes ahead,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and because I made decisions in that way, it may be in 21,
harder.
25, 30,
Yeah.
35, harder.
You played checkers, not chess.
So, I mean, it's like slow down. Slow down. I know it's a hard thing to do,
Yeah.
but slow down.
It is hard. And, you know, a lot of younger kids, we live for the moment. We're not thinking about
Yeah.
our future. And I think that's
That's
that was probably one of my things I probably would tell myself is think about your
Mhm.
future. Like
Yeah.
your everything works now. Everything's great. Everything's the way it wants to be. But you got to think about your future. Like put
Mhm.
away money. Like invest. Like do those important things that
Live for
we just-
yourself.
Take a Dave Ramsey class.
Oh yes.
I
Take
took
a
2
Dave
of
Ramsey
those.
class and fail 3 times and just keep taking it. 'Cause you will know. You
Look,
will go back
if
and do
it
that.
helps even a little bit, take
Yes.
that
Didn't fail it,
class
yeah.
because I got a couple of charge cards paid off because of Dave Ramsey.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Definitely think about the future. So, like I said, that'd be one of my points. You know,
Yeah.
everything's great now, but definitely think about your future. Put money away. Like, 'cause can you imagine all the jobs that you had when you were young and how that money was spent as soon as you got it?
oh my
And
God.
you don't even know what you spent it on.
Yeah,
But
but at
it's-
21, like, that's what you do.
No, but if I could go back and tell myself, I would say, don't do that. I don't even remember that outfit. That
I
outfit
wouldn't.
that had
I
to
would tell
have.
myself to do that. At 21 years old, I would tell myself, live for myself.
Well, now that I know
Because-
myself now,
You have to. You have to live for, you have to enjoy your life, especially
of
before you
course.
get married and you have kids.
Responsibly.
Listen, that's a time to be irresponsible.
right, but there has to be some responsibility. I get
Yeah.
it. Live your life
I
and
ain't say-
enjoy.
yeah.
But like all the money that passed through my hands, 50% of it could have been put away.
You're 21 years old. At 21 years old, you're living life.
At 21
Actually,
years old,
no.
it wasn't even my money
That's
that I
20
was
yeah.
wasting.
And then again, then
I
it
was
really didn't
still
matter.
living at home.
Yeah.
So, and I was in college. So, yeah.
So
that was
living your life.
But I was in college.
Living your life.
Yes,
And that's how it
I
should
was.
be.
I wasn't. I was 21, about to have a baby. 22, about to have a baby.
Right,
So-
because you were not living for you. You
no,
were-
I wasn't. So I should have been putting money away. I should have been.
well, at that
stacking
time, you
cash.
should have been a whole. Once you became pregnant, your whole mind frame should have shifted. You weren't really 21
And
anymore.
it did shift it. And I tell you, I grew up really, really quick.
Yeah,
I grew up. I
you had
became a
to.
person I didn't know who I was. But what I didn't change was how I spent money. Because instead of spending on myself, I was spending on her. I was buying her
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
kinds of
I can see how that
clothes.
can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, you see how you went from living for yourself to living from a child, and you really
I
didn't
never,
even.
never living for myself.
Well, at 21, you were because you got pregnant.
Well,
so you was
Oh,
living.
you
at-
mean
you was-
the act was okay?
I just mean you were out there doing you as
Okay.
you should. But you never learned the lessons that you needed to learn before you had a kid.
No,
'Cause
I
at
learned
that
it with
point-
her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because before you have your first kid, I feel like you should live your life. And then as you're living your life, you're learning your lessons to prepare you to become a great mom, a dad, or whatever.
But I mean, really, does anything really prepare you though?
No,
I mean, you're going to be a great mom or dad based on who you are
That's true.
versus being prepared. Because I don't think anyone's ever really prepared.
You are more prepared when you're older than when you're younger
I
True.
agree.
True, and you're also
Yeah.
more prepared if you put money away.
because you see how life is. You've at least learned to see, you've lived enough to see how
I
things
know.
go.
Mhm.
So if you're having a baby at 25 as opposed to 21, you've learned some lessons that you
Okay,
can
but
incorporate.
at 25, how many lessons have you learned? You still act like a 21-year-old.
Men, not women.
Really?
Not women.
Not
At
women.
25, I was damn near 40.
We tend to be a lot more responsible at that age.
Especially if you have a kid.
Well, depends on the female.
That is true too.
I think I was more responsible as a parent than I was as a person overall.
I feel like at 21 years old, you don't even have to be responsible. Like you can be responsible, but that's just for you, like for what you are.
Not responsible for somebody else.
Not even that. It's just like you're responsible for you, for your life to go out and learn how to be responsible. If
Like,
that makes sense.
for example, when I say that, I made sure that the rent was paid. I made sure there was food in the house. I made sure that my utilities were paid because I had a child. I had, Christina when I
Yeah.
was 23.
But you can have those same
But-
lessons.
But outside of being a parent and being responsible for making sure that she's good, I can't say I was as mature.
Right. You weren't because you were young. You were
Yeah.
you were at that age where you're living life. Had you gotten older and turned a little older, that responsibility would have naturally came.
Yeah.
Because you would have wanted to move out your parents' house, had your own place, had a good job, find you a man that is on the same level as you. Like all that would come with time. At 21 years old,
Does it all come in time though?
I feel like if
It
you're
does. As long as you're learning until the day you go in the grave, you may not know. You have a lot more to learn at the age we're at now.
We're always,
Always
learning.
If you're
Always.
not learning, then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, it comes slowly.
yeah.
But you're not going to have it when you're 25. You're not going to have it when you're 30. You're not going to have it when you're 35, 40. It's just
Pieces. You
Yeah.
have pieces.
as you grow. Even at my age now, I'm
Yep.
still learning.
But I feel like at 21, you don't even have pieces because
No.
you're just barely
Mm-mm.
getting out there to even know what the pieces look like.
Right.
But if you're intentional in your journey, you'll find the pieces a lot quicker. And I think that's what we are not. We're not intentional
Yeah.
at that age.
No, why
Mm-mm.
not?
Oh no.
And we
Mm-mm.
become intentional when we get pregnant because we have
Yes,
a
because
kid
we
to
have
take.
somebody depending on us.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But as far
Or
as
when you
us
get
growing
married.
right.
Yes.
I mean, and I got married at what, 22?
Yeah, you
And
were
I
young.
was married, divorced by 24.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because I got married for the wrong reasons.
Well, you didn't know that at the time because you were only 22.
I know.
You hadn't even lived life enough
I mean,
to.
that's a immature age, but you know what you're doing.
Of course, I didn't say you didn't know what you were doing.
So I
You
knew.
didn't realize what you were doing was not the thing to do.
I knew that, but I mean,
So you're saying you knew not to get married and you still got married?
hoops, people do that.
Which is true, but while you're in the act of it, you don't normally think that.
Well, I mean, when you're 22 getting married, you don't see signs that he's going to be an awful husband? Yeah, you
So then
do.
why did you get married? Because you was in love with the idea?
Because I was in love with the idea. And he was a Marine. We grew up in the Army.
What?
You know, I enjoyed that military lifestyle.
Don't you?
He was the first person to ask me to marry him.
I think every man you
Wait a
ever
minute.
had was military bound.
So you said yes to the first man.
I was 22,
And he was in the military.
and he was a Marine.
He checked all the
And he sure did.
Those were the only boxes that I had at that age.
Well, then I guess that brings you to my third one. Do not fall in love with the idea of someone. And I would take it over, but Lisa, it looks like you the one who fell short.
Yep. Listen, Lisa fell in love with the idea and then some.
I
I'm
will
just gonna
say-
drink my drink. What is this again? What am I drinking?
Oh,
That's
that's
right.
right. Today
Ladies, what are we sipping on?
we are enjoying some amaretto sours made by Christina herself.
Oh wow! So I do remember being in your wedding.
Yes.
To your Marine, and there was a Marine.
It was a lovely wedding.
It
It was
was,
lovely,
especially
I
the
had
swords.
Marines and the swords.
Oh my
not only
God.
that, I got to walk down the aisle with a tall, strapping Marine, and I was 12. And do you know how that felt? So
Man.
Lisa, I was in love with the idea too at 12. I didn't even know it. Didn't even know it, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa, you
Fun
definitely-
times.
It was a nice wedding. It was awesome.
It
Yeah, it was.
You know what I also remember? And I was 12. I was when I was about 12 years old. I remember Lisa crying
Why was she crying?
because he was late.
Yeah, you don't remember he was late? I was walking down the aisle when somebody yells, "He's here!"
Wait a
And he runs in, and then I was already walking down the aisle.
with no groom.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Oh my God. And my stepmother was like, "Don't worry about it. You're married already, so it doesn't matter."
Oh my god!
Because we went to a justice
Yeah,
first,
just
and
to
then
get
we
married.
had the ceremony.
Okay, so he was just late because he was just being
Late.
up.
He was just late.
He was just late.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun.
No, that was not fun. I would have been shaking in my boots. Like, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
But you know what? He was a character the whole time. That just
Another
that was
sign.
just
Another sign.
I know, right? That was just telling you your future, girl.
So Lisa was clearly in love with being married, having
Yeah,
a baby,
having
and
the
doing all
idea.
that stuff. And I think that's what women need to be very, very careful with because we idolize things and we think we can find that in anybody, and that's not the truth.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
I
We're
agree.
and 9 times out of 10, what we're looking for, we find. Even if it's not there, we see it because that's what we want to see.
Yes, that is
really,
so true.
we ignore the signs.
We
because-
create it for ourselves,
Yeah, we sure do.
and we justify why it's not there. And
Yeah.
oh, he's this way because of this. Oh, well, I
Yeah.
didn't do this. Oh, well, it's this because of this. You
And
know.
definitely at a young age, we are way more prone to do that.
And the crazy thing is, the young age is when you're gonna have all the men coming at you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to just settle for the first
you need
Marine
to have fun.
or the first college boy.
Exactly.
But you know what? You have to be really fortunate, like, for example, Sherry, to meet someone at a young age and stay married. Like, you've been married 20 years.
I don't think she's married. What are you talking about? No,
You know, but some people, they're just not
Yeah.
they're just not fortunate like that. It's just not in the cards for them, And I mean, I thought, I was picking the perfect guy, and then after him, I thought it was the perfect guy, and after him, I thought he was perfect.
So
too.
he's a perfect guy, but you choose to ignore signs that you knew were signs.
But you were able at a young age. How old were you when you
Got
met
married,
your
I think I
husband?
was 22. I was 19.
Yeah. And you guys have been together for 20 plus years.
Now I'm going to talk about a divorce when I get one.
Can I get some yes, 20 plus years.
Yay!
I mean, you don't know how blessed you are. I mean, a lot of people want that. They don't want to have to go from relationship to relationship to relationship because they're looking for that perfect person. And I understand that it's difficult.
Marriage is hard.
Yeah, I understand that. I get it. But, you guys are invested.
Marriage is hard as saying very nicely. No, marriage is hard.
I'm so glad I'm single. I'm so glad I'm single. I'm telling you, I can do whatever I want to do in my house and I don't have to worry about anybody else
Amen.
except my kids. And I don't care what they think. So,
You like, you bad, move out. Shoot.
all right.
Do.
Get out of my room.
Okay, ladies. So let's get back to the topic.
I think we're done.
I think so too. So
Yeah.
let's
How
recap.
long has it been?
So let's recap. When we recap, I feel like we have made some great points. I definitely feel like we need to understand that at 21 years old, we are going to make mistakes and it's okay as long as we live for them. I know we
Learn
should
from
live
them.
for ourselves, do us before we get boggled down with men, marriage, children.
Right.
Yep. So fall in love with yourself first.
Yep.
Exactly.
Date yourself first.
Yeah.
There's like so many little things that you can check off before you get into a relationship, or not necessarily
Or commitments, any type of
any
commitment.
commitment. Yep, just any. Doesn't
Get
have
that
to
job.
be male.
Get that. Yep.
Yep.
And then my thought is if you do that first, when you're meeting
Mm-hmm.
that other person, you're going to know exactly what it is that you're looking for.
Not only that, you'll know exactly who you are, and you'll be grounded, and you can
Mhm.
stand tall and not fall for the bullshit. Because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't care how high you put him on a pedestal, somebody's gonna come at you with bullshit. So if you
Yeah.
know who you are and you stand on who you are, it'll be harder for you to fall for the bullshit.
Right. Yeah. Just respect yourself.
Yeah.
Respect yourself and you won't have to go through a lot.
And if you don't and you fall, it's okay, because you get up, you get up and you do it again and
Keep
you
on
do
moving.
it again. That's right. And also like to say, none of us has said tonight, but I wish I would have put God first.
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
And that should have been first and almost.
Yeah,
first
that
and
is true.
foremost is to put God first.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So that we grew up in church.
Yeah.
I was going to church even when I was going through all of these situations, So, I mean, if you say find God first, but again, at 21,
We're not godly.
No, we're not. Well,
you're going
we
to
weren't.
church.
Yeah.
You're doing what you're supposed to do.
No, you're not doing what you're supposed. You're going to church, but you're not honestly putting God first. You're going to church
Exactly.
because you're doing what
Yeah.
you think you're
Supposed to do.
right, but you're not actually building a relationship with God.
Mentally, you are not where you need to be, period.
Yeah, you're doing the show.
Yeah.
You can't do the show. You got to do the hard work.
And that comes later. But we're just telling you now.
It came later for us, but there's women
Yeah.
out there who's younger than us
Which
who
is
didn't
which
have
does
later.
not.
Yeah.
But the majority of us, it comes later. So we
Right.
just want to let you know that you need to keep God first because He is most important.
Amen.
Yes.
And on that note,
We would like to thank you guys for joining in today.
we have a April giveaway that I just wanted to mention. It is a Mad Love Cosmetics brow stamp. And we will give you additional information in regards to that on our webpage.
On our website at
And-
3bwunfilteredpodcast.com.
And can you do that one more time, Sherry?
Yes, at 3bwunfilteredpodcast.com.
Hey, that's us.
Awesome, ladies. Love you.
And remember, subscribe to our podcast. Thank you.
Thank you. Smooches.
Love you.
Mwah, 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 mwah.